Greetings, this is Lisa Marie. Hey y'all, I hope you are perfect whole. I don't know why I'm cutting the ear down, but it feels like something I should do. I hope you're perfect whole and complete. I hope your day is filled with joy and beauty. And I hope that I am a part of that joy and beauty for you. So let's wait for some people to get on. You know how it be. Let's pray that we have some moderators. If not, it's okay because I just cut off the chat. So it all works anyway. So yeah, y'all. I was kind of quiet yesterday. Also, I really wasn't on. And look at my thing. Yeah, I wasn't really on yesterday. I got on short time, but I wasn't as into it. And sometimes it'd be like that. So I just been very introspective. And I've been thinking about like, why am I, like, what am I introspecting? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, what am I introspecting? Like, what is going on? And I thought about it, it just came to me. I was here, I was walking into the bathroom to get something, and I heard it clearly, and I heard Spirit say, "You're bored with your past." And I was like, wow, like I had to sit for a while and think about that. I mean, Spirit said, "You're bored with your past." And I was really feeling that. I was like, that's exactly what it is. And I would love to explain that on a spiritual level. I'm bored with whatever the last relationship I was in. I'm bored with talking about it. I'm bored with the videos that I made in the past. I'm bored. So I'll tell you, I promised the Afrocentric home design that I would, or I said, it's not, that was me, that I would, I had privated all of the videos from the past on this channel, High Elevation channel, and also on my Afrocentric home design and style channel. And so I said, oh yeah, I told Afrocentric home design style channel I was going to put the old videos up. When I put the old videos up, it was just videos of what I already did, who I already was. I don't even feel that way anymore. And a lot of them was videos from the Baltimore region the last time I was there, over the last 6 months. And I don't feel that way anymore. Like, I'm really just not that person. Those are just all reflections. Like, they all could have just stayed private. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I created this affirmation, the Most High through me. And I would say it is, there's a new me emerging, and I set her free. There's a new me emerging, and I set her free. There's a new me emerging, and I set her free. There's a new me emerging, and I set her free. And what I realize is that new me that was emerging has now emerged, and so has now emerged. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to hide the chat. So hold on, let me just do that. So he's going to hide the chat. Okay. So now I can't see the comments. I'll come back in later. But that part, the new me emerging, and I set her free, it's like she's no longer emerging. She's emerged. The new me has emerged. And I could feel it. I can feel it, y'all, in a way. So I needed to just kind of lay low yesterday. And so what does that look like? The same conversations that I had 2025 and beyond, I just can't have them anymore. You know, I can't feel like I can go to the same places. Now let me tell you how that could look though in real life, right? I can't think the same thoughts. I feel like I don't even want the same things, right? Not that I know what I do. Maybe I do actually. Let's see how spirit moves through me. So I'm eating even differently than I am. I've added like bread and different things, you know, good bread, Ezekiel bread, and I eat my rice, and like I'm just not that person anymore. So when it comes to YouTube, those old videos, it's so amazing how people come to you and tell you something maybe for one reason, but it actually winding up being something that actually is a benefit to you for another reason. So when I had a sister come in my life, she was just talking about wonderful everything she said. You're marketing yourself, you're marketing your brand as far as my home decor, home design, my fashion, my bags, right, my creations. And she was like, so that's what we got to focus on. Let's clean up your YouTubes so that everything is forward or moving towards that. And so I took everything down. And at first I was like, oh my God, no, this is what I do. I help so many people, but they've helped the people already. And there's still more in me that can help many people, but it doesn't have to be the past. So at first I was like regretting it, although I never put my videos back up on this channel. So I thought, okay, and so I thought maybe I'll put it back on the other channel, but that's all done too. Sometimes like, well, you want people to still see your channel, you want people to see what you used to do. No, actually, I don't care if people see what I used to do, because it's not who I used to, I'm not that person. If you might want to see a journey, I will probably talk about my journey, maybe. It's like, y'all, we have another life within a life. We have another life within a life. This life that we're experiencing, the past was another life. There's an opportunity to have a new life, be a new person in a new way, right in the same reality, in the same life. And I'm starting to think that we are supposed to be that. We're not have to, I'm so, like I said, bored thinking about the last relationship, bored thinking, I don't even feel none of the things I felt, none of the connection that I had, none of the things I thought, none of the things that I was angry about, none of it. It's like it doesn't exist. It's boring. It's nothing to talk about. It's nothing there. I'm over it. But I'm over, everything that I created, I still love. So, like my bag and stuff is on the website. You should go get it. I can't wait to actually be sporting them. One of them with this outfit today would look so cute. So I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, like I love my past creations, and I'll even create it for people again. But I'm also going to create new stuff always. But I do love my past creations. I think that that time and what I created, it was just, I love it. Even the rings, but the videos they're supposed to be where they are. They're supposed to be in the land of rest, in the archives. I don't really need to tell those stories anymore. I will reference them, I'm sure. I will come up with things, I will remember things, but that new me that's emerging, she has emerged. And she's so brand new that I don't even know where she's going, or what she's gonna do, or who she's going to meet. I just know that person, I become a new person, and that new person is going to have new stories, and meet new people, and have new conversations. And yeah, I could feel it. I could feel it so deeply in my soul. And I was just sitting like, I can't, like I just kept hearing, and you don't want to, like, that's a mantra, but I just kept hearing, I can't do that anymore. I can't have those conversations anymore. I can't go to those places anymore. I can't. And so how it looks in real life, let's say that those places that you go to may be your work, right? May be your family house or gathering. And the way is you can go there to those same places and show up in a different way. You're going to have to start seeing the old places new, because we can't always cut off the old places or the old people in some ways. Sometimes the old people is your children. No. Sometimes the old people is your good friends. Sometimes the old people. So you have to and what you can do is you got to bring that newness. Now, if the newness you bring doesn't kind of coincide with, let's say, a person, the old person, then of course that will naturally move forward, and you will be, new people will be in front of you. If the old job, people refuse to accept you as this new way, and the things that you used to do, say, or be, you're no longer, that job or those people will just naturally move. You hold the vibrational frequency. When you're feeling confused, bored, unhappy, sad, it's actually your spirit telling you that because you're holding on to a self you used to be. And really now it has become a false self, because it's just not there. That bored feeling, you have to follow that bored feeling. You have to follow that bored feeling. I don't even know how more to say. You have to follow. You have to say, "Wow, I'm bored." Wait, don't give up. Don't try to fill things up. Don't try to fill that space up. Don't try to distract myself. Not just only should you feel it, you should understand that it's the divine talking through. It is the divine wanting to get your attention. It is the divine trying to tell you something good about yourself. You're not that person no more. You don't feel those things anymore. You don't It's not important to you. Oh, I say, it's like I think about so much. It's more than just rejoicing in the new. It's understanding that the past, thank God that you didn't do nothing stupid you didn't curse out your boss you know, I don't know, get pregnant by your ex or stay with him or even do something worse, like just acted a fool, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you might have did all those things, you ain't doing it no more, right? Like, thank God you didn't take it seriously or you didn't, yeah, I mean, it's everything. It's so many, thank God. You should be thanking God, like, thank God I didn't walk into that. Thank God I didn't purchase that. Thank God I didn't wet that. Thank God I didn't, like, you're just bored with all of those things. And even, like, going back to the places, it's got to be different when I go back. It's got to be different when I go back to the vaults. It's got to be, it can't be the same Lisa that was to go up there after Christmas, day after Christmas every year, or go up there twice a year, or it's got to be a new person walking there. It's already going to be. I already feel her. She's already taken root. And so, I mean, maybe I'll make videos every day, maybe I won't. It's just been so good to sit with myself and try to understand like the phase, or I want to say this new phase that I am in. It's like important to get it, like, okay, what is this? This is not, so when I hear myself say I'm bored, I want to help you with that too. A lot of times we will use that word to take us backwards instead of moving forward. Really we moved out of. And I know that I can do that. I can start saying that and I'll start blaming people, places. I'm bored because this is not there. I'm bored because they're this way. I'm bored because I'm not getting this. Or, and when I realize it, no way. The boredom that I'm feeling when I feel it is actually, we need a nose ring, is actually the universe saying, bravo, you've moved on, you moved to another realm. And then also the other part is and not needing to fill that other realm, right? Not needing to know what's next. And I love that. What I thought about, you want to lie, I was thinking like, I want to not know, right? I mean, that's kind of different because, we're really taught, we got to know. It's about knowing. What are you doing next? Where are you going? People say, well, I don't know. Especially like our children. We're like, you don't know? Well, you so-and-so years old. And it's been a while. Why you don't know? And it's like, Spirit is like, it's okay that you don't know. Because that's what makes, that's my lotus flower, but we're going to put some lemon on it. That's what makes life so much more exciting. Life becomes much more exciting when you don't know. It becomes much more adventurous when you don't know. And I just know that I'm bored with my past life. That's what I know for sure. And I know that it's okay to say it because basically I'm saying I'm not that person. So I don't feel those things. And I'm not just talking about my past relationship. I mean, when I say, I mean everything. It's like I could walk through the world in a different way. I could walk through the streets in a different way. I'm so excited now about life, and I don't know what that looks like, and I don't know what anything looks like, especially in the current environment, but I don't need to know. I just need to follow. And yeah, so I can't have the conversations, can't be in the same place, like I said. Now I can go in the same places, and I can have conversation with the same people, including myself when I say conversations. That's what I really meant. But it can't be the same. It has to be transformed as I am feeling transformed, So it makes me happy if you're getting a message, because I don't have to say that, or say use that, but say that, I'm bored. And that just means, okay, let me fill it up. Let me think about what it is. Let me try to put something else on the agenda. Let me add, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of being like, oh, wait, I've emerged. I've grown. I've changed. So that is the lotus. Looks very pretty. I've expanded. I'm a new, like, I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I'm different. I've changed. I've grown. I'm nothing. I'm everything. I'm open. I'm grateful. I'm good. I'm awaiting. I'm anticipating. I'm inviting. I love this freedom. I am free. I love the freedom. I mean, it's like it hit me like, oh my God, no more of so much anxiety or fear or unsure. I think it's also what's happening is, like I said, I was in a relationship where I believe it was narcissist, and that's such a hard relationship because it makes you crazy. You don't understand. You're caught. I mean, it's just so wild. And when you really come out of that, it's like yourself is back again. It's like you could think for yourself. You could be with yourself. You could love on yourself. You could think for yourself, if I didn't say that, right? And you could plan for yourself. You could create for yourself. It's just this new, it's just like a freedom. That's really like what I'm feeling is I had to go through some things, you know, and it freed me from the past is what the freedom feels like. What am I free about? What am I free with? I'm freed from the past. I don't feel the shackles. I don't feel none of it. And I mean everything with that, like everything maybe I've created, or every relationship maybe that I've had in a different way, like every conversation I had, every dream, even my so-called dreams, which I don't really ever really give myself a chance to have a dream. Y'all, I tell you, these things that I want, I never like was that person, and I'll explain it, that never I said, oh my God, like this is what I want, right? This is my dream. It's just like everything I seem like I walk into everything I seem like I have or experience, I've experienced it more than I asked for it. Of course, on levels of just because it was so easy, and I think I learned that from my mom in manifestation, the law of attraction. I know that if you think of it, and if you even put it out there as a desire, but just thinking about it, you're gonna have it. So I never had to feel like I had to wait to get the thing. So I never really feel like I have to ask for anything. Life is always giving. And life is giving based on the energy that you're holding. Life is always giving. You don't even really have to ask. It's always giving. I think for me, how I receive is I like that thing so much. So I like making the bags. So I receive people to make the bags for. I like nature, so I receive places to live in nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the warm weather, so I receive environments where the weather is warm. Mine comes from, it's back to that, it's the feelings that get the blessings. That's what's really, like, really going on here. We gotta sit back and relax. Hold on a sec. You know we changed. Sorry, y'all. I put lemon on. I cleaned my nose ring with lemon, and so now it's opening my, mucous membrane. Let's just say that. So yeah, I just, that's how I've always manifested. I would like that thing. I would like that thing. I would like to know what that's like. I would have an experience, and I liked it. So I would manifest it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a lot of work. It wasn't like a lot of work. And so this idea of having to have desires, and some people call it goals, and goals are great. I love people that have goals. I think goals are, I love that, especially young people, like this is what I want. They do the things to get that thing. They set it up. I would rather be around people that have goals than around people that don't. Because that kind of, so either have goals, because I know that you're going to get to those goals, and I know you're going to be doing things to get there, or let your life just already, manifestations come in and you didn't even really try. Either way, I need movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do need movement. Even in the non-movement, there is movement. Even in the meditation, what you're doing for your body, your mind, and your spirit, and calming those elements is allowing for new to come. That's movement as well. That's moving your mind and your body and your spirit, but moving your mind out of negative thoughts into positive thoughts, or moving your mind out of chaos into the nothingness. I always need movement. When I feel like there's no movement, then that's when I'll say I'm bored. And when I say I'm bored, what I'm really saying is I'm done with the past life. What I'm doing, I received it. In other words, everything that you have, everything that you receive, it's really for the lesson. We think it's actually for the physical thing, the car that we said we wanted, the marriage that we said we wanted. All of those are in your life to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge, and to gain understanding. It's all for the lesson. That's all it is. So those things are not as important as the lessons that they bring. You know, I was listening to something today, and it was talking about karmic soulmates, that there's people in your life that come, and even though maybe it didn't go right, you'd be like, oh my, either you'd be like, it was the best relationship or it was the worst relationship, but it was a soulmate relationship because this is what this YouTube I was listening to something about, because it's a soulmate relationship because this person had an impact on you in a way, or the connection you felt a deep closeness to. But then they call it a karmic soulmate, which means one that's here to teach you something. Listen, all our relationships are soulmate relationships. Every last relationship. I mean, the relationship with the landlady that you think that chose you, you chose her. Right? The relationship with the man or woman that's your boss. The relationship with the grocer, the fruit seller. They're all soulmate relationships. Every last one of them were meant to be. There's not special relationships that were meant to be. There's not one relationship that's soulmate or karmic. They're all soulmate and karmic. Karmic meaning they came to teach you something, so that changed so that you can grow. There is no, I mean no one but me. There's no accidents or coincidences in the universe. There is none. Excuse me, y'all. There is none. There is no coincidences. There is no accidents. Everyone is a soulmate, whether they come for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Every single person, every single one has meaning. The shortest one to the longest one. Everything that comes in your vicinity was meant for you. It's not like, oh, this relationship or this situation is more significant than this relationship or this. No, they're all significant. We look at the ones that gave us the most hurt or the most pain as significant. But the one that gave us the most joy and happiness is significance too. And all the ones in between. Think about in the world, you could have met anybody to be your neighbor. You could have met anybody to be your landlord, but you met those specific people. These are awesome. We've all been here before. We've all been together before. There's nobody, even somebody of somebody that you know. That's why a lot of times you look and be like, oh my God, what they brought in? Oh my God, why is me and this person having beef? Because this is their friend, this is their cousin, because you and that person had past life connection, because you and that person are back together to release some karma about, and it could be anything. It could be about colorism, skin color. It could be about feeling beautiful in your body. It could be about, it's just, don't discount or don't believe that there are these small things you learn, and then there's these big things you learn. The ideal, the operative word is to learn. And that's all we're here for. So quite naturally, what you've learned, you don't want to learn anymore. What you've learned, you don't need to learn anymore. Not in this lifetime. So you should be bored. There should be something else that makes you excited. A lot of us, I don't know about the newer generation, but I know the old generation, we get very set in this is who we are now, this is how we've always been type energy. And we forget that we're supposed to actually keep growing. And not just that, like I said, I always tell you about being in Africa, where the old it's almost like everything that's good that out of the old, especially the old woman, was gotten, whether that's the babies, her youth, whatever. And that there's really nothing else of value that her life was to give to other people now, right? But that's not true on the spiritual level. We're all ageless souls on the spiritual level. It's like we could say old soul, and I understand what that means, but every soul is ageless. Every soul has the ability to be youthful forever, right? And, and yet we still die. Because the body has to die so you can choose another one. But your spiritual, exhilarating soul lives on forever. Which means that the older is supposed to experience the new over and over again too. It's not the end of your life. After every 10 years you get older, it's a new beginning of your life. Every single decade, or every 9-year cycle, if you will. Every decade, because we in 1 is the 10, and 10 is the 1. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful when you get it, and it makes you walk in the world differently, and you have different things that come. We have to shed our own self. I'm like, every so often I start understanding, breaking the habit of being yourself, that thought and idea, much more. It's like, it's nothing phenomenal to do that. It's not a phenomenon to do that. It's natural. It's as it should be. Don't get caught up in, I've been doing it for this long, I've been doing it this way for this long, you know what I'm saying, that this is what it is. Nothing is what it is. Nothing, meaning nothing is set. Nothing is set. That's what it was. Everything is what it was. Nothing is what it is. Everything is what it was. Nothing is what it is. Because the minute you realize what it is, it ain't no more. It's a was. You got something else to think about what it is, or what you want it to be, or what it will be. I know, so some people are just talking jargon, but I'm telling you, like, there's a new me emerging, I set her free. There's a new me emerged, and she is now free. There's a new me emerged, and she is free. Oh my God, to be free means what does life have to offer? Oh, what's coming next? It's so beautiful, it's so wonderful, it's so amazing. And I'm just so excited about. I thought about it, I was like, that's boring. Things I used to watch around that isn't boring. This coming over, it's just, I'm bored. Like, could you give me something else? Universe, like, I thought you never asked. I'm very excited. Very excited about what's to come. And that's the energy you want. I said, you see that feeling, you see that blissful, almost ecstasy type energy that I'm exuding? That's how I received everything I've received. Everything I've received. I didn't even try. And I think it's a beautiful thing to have that installed in some way it is, but I say installed, right? But put into you at such a young age that the manifestation of things are nothing. It's just I feel that, I like that, more of that comes, period. Oh, I want to read that book, I'm going to read that book. More of those, so you want a book you always wanted to read. Hesitate to buy it, finally you buy it. Now that book is everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, somebody talked about it. Now you turn on the YouTube, the woman's being interviewed, the author of the book. Somebody else says, oh, this is the book I'm reading. You see on Instagram, it's the same book. It's the same thing. So that's what it is. When you buy a car, everybody says, you buy a red car. You never say, oh, it's not too many red cars on the road. Now you see 20,000 red cars on the road. This is proof that all you got to do is go towards it. All you got to do is like it. It's not that deep. You like it. So you start to say, even on YouTube, I love it. Let's say I say, oh, I like red lipstick. Well, then a lot of my viewers I will get red lipstick all through the mail because everybody knows. I said I like it. It's that simple. We make things. You were like, oh, the perfect mate. You know what? For the time and for where I was, they were all perfect mates. None was more better. None was more greater. It was all up to me and how I was feeling. And that's what I received. Y'all let go of the old. Because it's wanting to be let go of. It doesn't exist. It's the past. The past is not now. So now you might be bored, but what you're bored of is the past. So stop repeating it. Stop speaking on it. Stop thinking about it. It's hard to change, and I see it a lot. And I can't I got to change. I gotta change. Like, I mean, like, if I don't change, that energy, I can't go in there. I can't go into that same old thing. Like, I can't do it. And I keep reminding myself that, no, it's okay, you can't do it. You're not supposed to be able to do that. I don't worry now, like, oh my God, I'm sitting around and I'm doing this, right? For me, everybody said, I don't worry about, oh my God, I'm sitting here and I'm watching too much, whatever it is, right? Because I know that my mind will never stay in that. I will get bored, and I'm using bored as a high vibrational frequency. I'm using bored as a vehicle to the law of attraction and manifestation. Some people don't get bored with their lives. Some people don't get bored with their conversations. Some people don't get bored with their same hairstyle. Some people don't get bored with their shucking and jive. Whatever it is. Some people don't get bored with hurting people. Some people don't. I freaking get bored. And that, I realize that that is my saving grace. To get bored. That's you somebody different. So now I want to ask some people, are you bored doing this same thing? Are you bored doing that? Like, but I try not to hang on people that are not, that don't get bored. I need you to get bored. If you are around me, you don't get bored, I'm scared. I'm scared that you're not bored. You can just do this to the rest of your life. I think you know why? It's so hard to change, and most people don't know how to do it. And most people don't want to do it. They're not going to do it, but it's not me. I don't have to think about what's next. Let me run to it. It's already slated to happen. The moment that I'm bored from what did happen, and how it happened. You know, if you close one door, the other one will have to open. You don't have to close the door and then hope and pray a new door is going to open. Once you start hoping and praying, the door is never going to open because you're stuck in, you don't know it, but you're stuck in the door you closed still. That closed door is determining what you think you could have. That's why you got to make sure before closing the door, you clean out the room. You understand? You get the whole house clean. You call somebody and help you clean up. So when you close that spiritual door, you have to enter into a new, open, abundant, beautiful door. And so it is. I'm going to leave y'all with that little one. Thank you so much. Tell people 7 thumbs up. I'm going to open the chat just to see yes. Hey, Book Miss T, baby. Been a while. Yes. Hey, Gloria. Thank you. God chose them. Okay, sure. And you are God. I know you want to hear that one. Yes, and we are God. That's the whole point, too. You know, you got to always remember that, like, we are God. We are God. We are God. We are God. Meaning, don't blame everything on God. You have some responsibility, and that's the blessings. I'm going to close the chat again, y'all. And that's the blessing, is that we have responsibility. And that's what's so beautiful. That's the free will. I love that the divine did not come here to say, I am going to rule over every single thing you do. That means I'll take responsibility for all. If that was the case, when you commit a crime, you wouldn't go to jail. God has to make sure that you understand that you chose that. You chose that life. God didn't make you do the drugs. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I love the idea that it's a co-creation. There's a lower self, which is not bad. It is the physical self. The physical self want things that may not even be good for them. That may not even be good for them. The spiritual self knows what's good. But the spiritual self is a loving mother and father, so the spiritual self is always allowing you, because your soul has to grow. That's your soul. It's not the soul of the divine. We are, I and Father one, we are the divine. We are the divine. So anytime you feel doubt, you remember that. You're like, oh, I'm the divine, so I'm supposed to choose again. I'm supposed to kind of, in a way, ask for more. And we can talk about that tomorrow, why more has been demonized, or, yeah, I can get into some deeper things, and we will. and we will. All right, ladies and the gentlemen who watch, I will see you all in the next one. Have a beautiful, blessed day. I feel like being quiet. Peace and love.